Don't get me wrong, I really love Thanksgiving, but I'm so happy it's behind us because we are now in full-on Christmas mode. Our holiday decorations, especially in our Santaville, are always highly anticipated by our shoppers and drive sales. I mean, survey says it's one of our biggest selling points.
That's smart of you to understand what keeps your customers coming back.
Which is why we're not so sure about this whole idea to franchise the store. This is a boutique operation, and we like it that way.
Cheryl, you promised to keep an open mind here.
I'm sorry, Daniel. My mom is a little candid.
She means straightforward.
I get it. Expanding is a big decision.
So how many businesses have you franchised, Mr. Bochwick?
Let's see. Since Meredith and I graduated from business school, I've taken 5 restaurants national and turned 3 retailers into global chains.
Not bad.
It's a start.
We put our retirement savings into the store to keep it afloat and to make sure no one lost their job. I don't feel I'm ready to gamble that away.
Don't worry, Mom. We're only asking Daniel for his opinion. We're not signing any contracts just yet.
Although I do hope you'll consider it, because when Meredith shared her vision to expand Rossman's, well, I know a good thing when I see it.
That's wonderful. Shall we?
We always imagined that Rossman's would remain in the family with our little mare bear at the helm.
Dad.
Well, it's okay. Harold. Cheryl, my only goal is for Rossman's to reach its full potential, and franchise fees will help do that. With a bigger budget, you can take Rossman's to a whole new level. You can hire an expert designer to create a brand new look to the store.
The Christmas windows are our customers' favorite tradition, and we like Jessie's work.
She does all our displays.
Look, we have to think big. And if Jessie's smart, she'll welcome the opportunity to learn under a professional designer.
I'm impressed.
Thanks. I'll see you out. Thank you, Daniel.
We'll talk soon.
Okay.
Wow. If Jessie's smart, she'd welcome the opportunity. Really? I'd love to see a designer do what I do with the same budget.
She's only showing off for that guy. This vision is all yours. Mrs. Claus, the multitasker, it's genius. Any expert could see that.
You're sweet. Too many ornaments.
It looks good to me. And you're right. Chin up, Jess. Can't let the boss's daughter get you down.
It's not just her, it's this time of year. Too many family issues. I'm gonna need a ladder.
That went extremely well.
Seems quite impressed by you.
Well, we see eye to eye on business.
Well, franchising is a big move, and Daniel will expect you to give up some control in the process.
Daniel says that the franchisees will still have to answer to us.
It's been a family business for 3 generations.
And it will stay in the family. Now, ultimately, I will be calling the shots. And you and Dad can finally get to celebrate Christmas without all the obligations of running a store.
How about you? As it is, you never take a day off. It's no life.
No, running the store is my life. It's what I enjoy.
But it's the only thing you enjoy.
I still have a few more mountains to climb before I settle down.
Well, it'd be nice to play a little more golf.
Harold.
Well, I mean, it would.
Look, all I'm asking is that you keep an open mind while considering this.
Hi, I'm back.
Olivia.
Weren't you supposed to be back at 1:30? I'm sorry, my doctor was running late and
It's fine.
Thanks. Oh, and by the way, I cleaned out the storage room like you asked, Mrs. Rossman, and I found something you might want to keep.
Where'd you find this?
Oh.
Oh, my Mrs. Claus dress.
Oh.
I thought I lost it for good.
Nope, just tucked behind a stack of old accounting boxes.
Well, thanks, Olivia. That will be all.
And there's not a moth hole in sight. Can you believe this dress is almost 40 years old?
Wow.
I wore it the first Christmas I worked here and met your father.
I fell in love with you the minute I saw you.
I always loved seeing you play Mrs. Claus.
Some of my best memories are when I used to wear this dress, handing out candy canes to the kids, waiting to get their picture taken with Santa. We could do that again.
What? Are you sure you're up for it?
Well, not me. Meredith could take over.
No. No. My hands are full right now.
Christmas is more than just sales.
Look, it's the busiest time of the year right now, and what with the franchising?
But it's not going to take that much time. It's just a few hours, only here and there.
Please. It was a Rossman tradition. It would mean so much to Dad and me.
And who knows, that dress might bring you a little luck and love, huh?
Look, I'm just fine in the romance department. Anyway, Mrs. Claus is patient, kind, motherly. Isn't she supposed to be older? Ish?
How about this? We consider franchising if you consider being Mrs. Claus this year. Sound fair?
Sounds like blackmail.
I think it suits you perfectly. Oh,
It smells like a cedar forest. Hey! Unbelievable. Did you see that? Kid almost ran me over.
Tyler can be a handful.
His mother should be keeping an eye on him. I mean, honestly, parents these days, they don't teach their kids manners and they expect strangers to do it for them.
Suppose so. Anywho, what can I do you for?
Oh, yes, some beads fell off. It needs to be hand sewn.
Okay, I will see to that myself.
And no harsh chemicals. Natural products only. I can smell the difference.
I will treat this dress like it's my very own baby.
No, we don't have to go to extremes. And I need it by tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Thank you.
You should cut him some slack.
Pardon me?
The kid. He's young and rambunctious. I mean, weren't we all at that age?
Do I know you?
No, we haven't met. No.
That's what I thought.
Haven't you been around kids at Christmas? It's hard to contain all that excitement and anticipation.
Part of growing up is learning that there's a time and place for everything.
Well, sure, but it doesn't mean forgetting about the magic of Christmas. I mean, I remember feeling like I was going to explode waiting for Christmas. It's half the fun. I probably knocked over my share of people when I was his age.
I'm sure you did. Thanks, Bill. I'll see you tomorrow.
Is it my imagination, or did it just drop 10 degrees in here?
Well, Meredith can be frosty.
No kidding. And this is her dress?
Yeah, hard to think of her as Mrs. Claus, huh?
Oh, Christmas is all about believing.
Thank you.
and what does your ex-husband do?
Captain's a cruise ship. Spends most of his time going up the coast to Alaska in the summers and down to Mexico in winters.
And he can't afford child support?
No, he'll send a check, but I gotta ask him like 10 times or else he forgets.
Jesse, it's okay.
Thing is, I've managed so far. It's Tyler that I'm worried about.
Well, I will make sure that you and your son do more than just manage.
Can you make TJ agree to weekend visits? It's easier to squeeze a check out of him than it is to get him to spend time with his own son.
Most of my clients are trying to get custody, not give it away.
But can it be done? I want Tyler to have his dad in his life.
I can try negotiating it.
Good, because once TJ spends more time with Tyler, he'll see that deep down he's a good dad.
Okay.
Attention Rockford shoppers. Don't forget to stop at Stanville for your little ones to share a photo with a jolly old elf person daily from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and from 3 to 5. Ho, ho, ho.
I thought that was you.
Oh.
We meet again, Mrs. Claus.
Mrs. Claus? Oh. Right. You're confused again.
Strike two for me. Yesterday I was wrong about kids. Today it's Mrs. Claus.
Well, you're just full of assumptions. In this case, the dress does not make the woman.
Kind of like how a kid bumping into a stranger isn't necessarily a brat.
Did you follow me here just to get that dig in?
Now that's funny.
Okay, well, now that you've had your laugh, is there anything else I can help you with, mister?
Claus, but everyone calls me Nick.
I don't mean to be rude, but I'm late for a meeting.
Uh-oh. I'm sensing this might be strike three.
Enjoy your day, Mr. Claus.
I found the perfect Santa.
Super. Have him fill in an application, and HR will set up an interview.
Too late. I already told him he's hired.
Mom, we're running a business. We have certain protocols. You can't just...
Nick, come in.
What's going on? What? Are you lost?
Meet our new Santa.
Well, he's playing Santa.
You two know each other?
We met last night.
No.
And just now, but third time's a charm. Nice to see you again.
Look, I'm sorry, my mother jumped the gun. Our HR person vets all new employees, including seasonal help, so feel free to fill an application, and we'll call you.
Don't be such a stickler for rules.
It's cool if Meredith needs me to go through proper channels. I want everything to be above board.
Thank you. And no offense, but you don't exactly look like Santa.
Well, I left my white beard and belly at home.
You're hired, and that's that. Nick comes highly recommended. He has worked his magic in department stores across Washington and Oregon.
Playing Santa.
You haven't seen me fill out the red suit yet. And when do I get to meet the lucky woman playing Mrs. Claus?
You already have. Meredith.
Really? So I wasn't confused. Or perhaps my charm made you change your mind.
No, and I only agreed to consider it.
You know, come to think of it, maybe Meredith shouldn't play Mrs. Claus. I mean, running a store is a full-time job in itself.
Olivia and Jesse can always share in the duties. Lighten Meredith's load.
Plus, playing Mrs. Claus requires a certain temperament.
Hang on. Who are you to say what I should or shouldn't do?
Oh, so you want to play Mrs. Claus?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I just want to know why it's such a strange idea.
Well, I don't know you, as you made abundantly clear yesterday, but based on first impressions, kids don't exactly seem like your forte. And generally, they're the ones lined up to see Santa.
I love children.
You do?
Sure, when they're well-behaved.
Well, you can't put restrictions on them like that.
Why not? Santa does it every year when he threatens to make that list and check it twice to find out who's been naughty or nice.
I'll tell you what, if you can handle playing Mrs. Claus, I will gladly eat my words.
I look forward to it.
Great, I'll see you at the Santaville orientation tonight.
I'll be there with bells on. This is my office.
And I'm leaving. So to summarize, the elves will help Mrs. Claus entertain the kids and take the pictures. Anything to add, Mrs. Claus?
Yes, actually. Remember, everything on display is for sale, so there's no reason why a child should leave empty-handed. And there are 18 more shopping days until Christmas. Let's make them count.
Okay, not what I was expecting. Okay, everyone, before you go, there's just one last thing. Stockings for each of you to personalize. Inside, you'll find a pen and a piece of paper for you to write your note to Santa telling him what you want this year. Just tuck the note back into the stocking, and we'll hang them on the mantle for Christmas.
What if you want to ask Santa for something bigger than an American doll?
Just do what the kids do. Tell Santa your heart's desire. And if your wish is to back out of being Mrs. Claus, I understand.
Oh, no, I'm good. Letters to Santa, what a charming idea. Can't wait.
Neither can I. You can go get in line. I'll see you soon. Ho, ho, ho! Well, look at you, Mrs. Claus. You wear that dress well.
Ah, well, you don't look so bad yourself.
Oh, is that a compliment?
Oh, don't let it get to your head. Look, you're good with kids. What trick did you use to make that little girl smile?
Oh, this and that. Being a Claus is more than just wearing the suit.
Oh, well, at least one of us knows what he's doing. I mean, you have a lot more practice than I do. Something wrong?
I forgot my lucky piece of coal. Some kids get a kick of knowing I have it on hand just in case. I'll be right back.
What about those kids?
Just entertain them while I'm gone. I won't be long.
Oh, you're trying to slip me up.
Oh, Mrs. Claus, ye of little faith.
I'm just gonna wait right here.
Psst, Mrs. Claus. Psst, Mrs. Claus. Come on over here. Aren't you really married to Santa?
Oh, you're that little boy from the dry cleaners, aren't you?
How do you know that?
Oh, I know everything. And I know when you've been naughty.
So if you know so much, how come Santa hangs out in a store when he should be busy making toys? Explain that to me, Mrs. Claus.
Well, Santa doesn't actually make the toys. He flies back to the North Pole every night to check on the elves who make the toys.
So he flies back to the North Pole every night.
That's what I said.
Can you prove it?
I don't have to prove it.
Then you know what? You're lying.
All right, you want to know the truth?
Oh! Hello, Tyler. You must have grown 3 inches since I saw you last. I almost didn't recognize you.
Are you really Santa?
Can you keep a secret? Now, promise not to tell anyone.
I promise.
Okay.
What did you say to him?
Oh, details aren't important, but suffice to say, Tyler and I have an understanding.
Did you tell him he's going to get a lump of coal if he's not good?
That's between Tyler and me. Shall we, Mrs. Claus? Oh! What's your name?
Jesse, someone was hiding in Santaville.
Oh, there you are. Thank you.
No problem.
Tyler, what did I say? I asked you to wait in the staff room for me until my shift ends.
Ah, it's okay. I found him in the toy section reading towards the night before Christmas.
Mom, how come we never spend Christmas with anyone?
That's not true. Vince comes over for Christmas dinner.
Yeah, this year I'm bringing my famous Christmas pudding, too.
Yeah, but Colton had a huge Christmas with his family. His grandma comes over and bakes gingerbread men and then they leave them out for Santa.
Well, you know what? I bet if you ask Tiffany when she's feeling better if she'll make gingerbread men with you, she will.
Babysitters aren't the same.
Come on. I need to talk to someone.
Wait, Tyler's your son?
Yeah. Maybe he could hang out in the staff room while I play Mrs. Claus. He's really a great kid. Never makes any trouble.
No, we're not running a daycare here. We'd be liable if anything happens.
Well, we can make him an honorary Santaville elf. He'll blend right in and we can keep an eye out.
You know, those planes haven't been selling. I mean, maybe if other kids see an elf playing with them, then they'll want one too.
That's not how I would have looked at it, but okay.
He'll make the perfect elf, I swear.
All right, well, as long as he plays up how much he loves those model planes.
I'll go find him a costume.
No, you're not going to find one in his size.
Leave it with me. I have a knack for these things. One pint-sized elf hat all the way from the North Pole.
That's not from the North Pole.
Hand sewn by Grandma Elf herself.
Maybe she could spend Christmas with me and my mom.
What about your grandma?
Well, my dad's mom lives on the East Coast, so we never see her. And my mom never talks to her mom.
Sometimes people just need a nudge in the right direction.
So when a parent finds a toy that a child wants, you ring up the sale while another elf distracts the kid. That way, the parent doesn't have to make an extra trip, and we don't lose the sale.
Whatever you want, boss.
Perfect.
Can I talk to you? This does not belong in Santaville.
I commend you on how serious you take your job, but this is retail.
Cheryl, Harold, can I get your take on this new addition to Santaville?
Well, it doesn't exactly blend in.
I thought exactly.
Families shop at Rossman's for a convenient shopping experience, and this just makes things better.
Sure, but it smacks of taking advantage with Christmas only 2 weeks away.
Which is precisely why we need to make life easier and help parents who are short on time.
But does it have to be in Santaville?
That's the whole point.
I have no doubts you two will work this out.
Well, then that's settled. Unless Nick has an MBA, let's leave our business matters to those that do. I need you to pull Nick's HR file.
Sure, but Human Resources is going to grill me on why I want to see it.
Tell them I sent you. Actually, don't. I don't want any office gossip. They normally leave by 6, so if I give you my key...
They'll never know I was there.
Thank you.
Nadine, I don't know what you said in the letter you wrote, but whatever it was worked. TJ is actually considering shared custody. This is gonna be the best Christmas ever. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All I did was cover a shift.
I know, but I feel like I'm gonna burst. Dr. Marks gave me the all clear. I can dance again.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I can't wait to see Woody's face when I tell him.
Between you and me, I thought Nick was a bit crazy when he talked about Santa's magic.
Shh. Don't say anything. Let's not jinx it.
You're right. I do take my job seriously. Maybe too seriously. I'm sorry if we got off on the wrong foot. A bunch of us are going to the Christmas tree lighting. Do you want to join?
No. The last thing people want to do is hang out with their boss after work.
There's hot chocolate in the deal.
Oh, wow. Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Come on, it'll be good for employee morale to see the boss having fun.
No. No, it blurs the lines between management and employees.
When was the last time you went to Mary Farms for the Christmas tree lighting and toy drive?
I don't know. When I was a kid.
That's exactly what I thought.
Like, it's for families and children. That's not exactly my scene.
It'll be fun. Besides, you're underestimating your employees. They'll work harder for you if they feel like you're one of them.
Is that workplace wisdom imported from the North Pole?
It wouldn't be a very inspiring place to make toys if Santa kept his distance from the elves.
It's not easy being the boss.
And how about for one night you're just Mrs. Claus taking a break?
Okay. Just this one night.
Good. I knew you wouldn't let me drink hot cocoa alone.
Is this your way of asking me on a date?
And presume to cross a line?
Located on the main floor right behind Santa Dome.
I can hear the sleigh bells ringing. There's a chill in the air. There's frost outside my window, but still you're not here. The mistletoe is ready for kissing.
Hot chocolate with marshmallows, the best elixir known to humankind.
Smells good.
Let me guess, you only drink coffee and you take it black.
Since high school.
I knew it. Excuse me?
What's that?
It's just a little finishing touch. Here, I'll try it.
That's really good. It's a hint of mint.
So much to teach you about Christmas, so little time.
Oh, I know Christmas.
Maybe the retail part. Oh, hey, come on. Hey, everyone. Look who I convinced to join us.
Meredith? Hi, I'm Woody, Olivia's husband. We met a few months ago.
It's great to see you again. Where's Olivia?
Liv saw them practicing and went over to give them some pointers.
Awesome. So this time, let's try one more time. And just remember to really pop our knee when we lift it up. And when we extend our arms, really extend your arms.
I didn't know Olivia dances.
Oh, yeah. She never told you about being on Broadway?
No, we usually talk business at work.
This is the first time you've ever danced? Wow.
If you ever want to learn any kind of dance, Liv's your person.
So this part, we're just going to do...
Excuse me.
Nice job. We'll extend our arms.
Yeah. Okay.
You sure you're not overdoing it with your ankle?
That's the good news I had to tell you. Dr. Marks got my x-ray back, and guess what? My ankle's healed.
No way. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I still have to call my agent and let her know that I'll be ready to audition in a month, but we can finally get our old life back. Do you mind? They're so sweet. I won't be long.
Go, have fun.
Okay. Ready, girls?
Nick?
Thanks for the list. I'll drop everything off on the 24th.
Nick. Nick. Here you are.
Oh, were you worried about me?
No. I just didn't want you to miss the moment of truth.
You want to help me with something?
You need my help?
Yeah, come on. So you glad you came?
Yes, I am. Those kids are sweet. Olivia's a natural with them.
You say that like it's something you're born with or not.
Isn't it?
Well, relating to kids isn't hard. All it takes is tapping into the things that you loved when you were that age.
Well, I played a mean game of Monopoly.
I bet you did.
Do you still think I'm hopeless as Mrs. Claus?
I gotta admit, you're handling the gig better than I expected.
Is that the sound of you eating your words?
Easy now. There's still 2 more weeks until Christmas. Ooh.
What's this?
This is a pickle.
Yes, I can see that.
A pickle is the last ornament put on the Christmas tree, and the first child to find the pickle Christmas morning gets an extra gift from Santa Claus.
But it's a public tree. How does Santa know who spotted it first?
You want to help me hang it?
Okay.
Oh, here. Yeah, right there.
How's that?
It's good.
How are you, young man? What would you like for Christmas this year? Have you been a good boy?
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Ross, shoppers, come visit us before we move and create your very own gift basket.
Meredith, or should I say Mrs. Claus? On the contrary, I love it. It personalizes the whole Rossman experience. Do you have a minute? I met with my board, and we've been looking at Rossman's sales figures from this quarter. They're impressed. I'd love to explain more if you're free.
Yes. Just let me run upstairs and change. I'll meet you in my office.
Ho, ho, ho! I see you've met my wife, Mrs. Claus.
Your wife? Oh, right, Mrs. Claus. That's good. I like how you take your job seriously. Yes, you're quite the lucky man, Santa.
And you are?
Daniel Botchwick, Meredith's partner.
Partner?
We're business partners, for now. If you'll excuse me, I don't want to keep the lady waiting.
Wow. This is happening faster than I thought.
I told them they'd be fools to lose this chance. And they agree. I can turn Rossman's into a national brand and more, if you let me.
What are we doing here? Your parents are expecting us for dinner. They're gonna wonder what took so long to pick up a Christmas tree.
It's a little detour.
I'll say.
Let's go. Isn't it amazing?
It looks empty.
Check this out. For each unit, I'm gonna throw up a wall to create a bedroom with an ensuite and kitchenette, while the rest will be an artist workspace. I mean, look at all the light. It's amazing.
Who owns this?
That's the cool part. My boss bought the building after I pitched my idea on how to convert the space into artist lofts, and he promoted me to lead architect.
Promotion? That's amazing.
With a pay raise included so we could afford to buy a unit. I mean, things are looking up, babe.
What did your boss say when you told him that you were moving back to Manhattan?
It didn't exactly come up in the conversation. I know Portland's not New York, but there's no reason why we can't make it our own Big Apple. If I keep going like this, I'll be able to open my own firm in a few years.
I heard back from my agent today. She already lined up a bunch of auditions in the new year.
Hey, come on, Woody.
If I hadn't broken my ankle, I'd still be dancing.
You'd be stressed out every day. Got your routine, exercise, what you can and cannot eat.
That's unfair.
So I live in Portland, you live in New York. We see each other once a month in holidays.
It wouldn't be forever.
What kind of marriage is that?
Hey, I'm not asking you to give up on your dreams. But I can't give up on mine either.
Well, I think we could do that. Okay, children. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Jesse? All the kids are asking me why Mrs. Claus looks so sad. What's going on?
Nothing, really.
Doesn't seem like nothing.
A text from my ex TJ saying he has to work a cruise over Christmas. Now he's having second thoughts about custody.
I'm sorry. That's gotta be hard.
I get it, it's his job, but it's like he'd rather hang with strangers than his own son. All the kids with their fathers look so happy.
You know, I have a hunch if you ask these kids what makes them most happy, it's just being out with someone who loves them. No matter who that is. Given that we're getting close to the end of the year...
Well, I understand. We need to accelerate the process. Start the new year off with a bang.
Shame about the Mrs. Claus dress. What cute as you look in it, this needs your full attention.
Well, I mean, playing Mrs. Claus doesn't take up that much time.
It's a Rossman tradition.
And surely Meredith can juggle both.
Yeah.
Plus, Meredith and Nick are so good together as Mrs. and Santa Claus.
They are indeed. But we really have a ton of paperwork to get ready. We have to work around the clock. Well, there's always next year, after this is all set up.
Well, Jesse and Olivia won't mind picking up some extra shifts.
You see? Rossman's will still have its Mrs. Claus.
Business is business.
Excuse me. I've asked everyone in the toy department, and I'm wondering if you have...
The nano hamster bot, yeah, everyone's looking for it.
I was hoping you might have one tucked away in the display.
I'm really sorry, we've been sold out for weeks.
You and every other store in the country.
Excuse me, ma'am. I found one. I was hoping I'd catch you.
Oh, that's amazing. Where did you find it?
Someone dropped it in housewares. I found it under a bed. Go figure. I guess it was meant to be. Don't you love making a kid's Christmas?
Yeah, my kids. I hid that nano hamster bot for Tyler.
How was I supposed to know that?
You could have asked. Toys don't randomly end up in the bedding department.
Well, why didn't you just buy the darn thing in the first place?
Because I was waiting for payday. Awesome. More expenses I can't afford.
Okay, that wasn't my fault.
No, of course not.
What's that supposed to mean?
Really? You are so obsessed with dancing, you can't see the hoops that Woody jumps through to make you happy.
Is that right?
For the last 6 months, you've done nothing but complain about how unfair your life is.
Ladies, I can hear you arguing all the way in the shoe department. It's not how Mrs. Claus behaves.
You're right, so count me out as Mrs. Claus. I wouldn't want to offend anyone.
I'm sorry, Meredith. I'm done too. I need to focus on dance auditions, not playing Mrs. Claus.
This is harder than it looks.
No more Mrs. Claus?
My hands are tied up with a business deal, and the other two quit being Mrs. Claus.
Santiville won't be the same.
Kids won't even notice Mrs. Claus is gone.
I will.
You know, it is a Rossman's tradition to have Mrs. Claus in Santiville. Maybe I can convince Jesse and Olivia to reconsider.
What about you? You sure you have to go?
It was fun being Mrs. Claus.
Hey, thanks for picking Tyler up from school.
Not a problem. I better hustle, though. I got a Santiville shift in 5 minutes. See you later, buddy.
See ya. Mom, come on, we're gonna be late.
I've got some bad news, buddy. Your mom messed up. I was too late telling Santa about the nano hamster bot.
Oh, hey, just the people Santa's looking for. Come on. You can say no if you want. I won't take it personally. But when you walked out the other day, I realized how much Santaville really needs you. Now, please, is there any chance I can persuade you to stay on as Mrs. Claus?
I don't know.
Mom, come on.
Okay. Okay, when do I start?
How about tomorrow? Great. Oh, and if it's okay, I need to have a word with this young man.
But I didn't do anything wrong.
Sit down. So Santa's been making his list, and he's noticed that you haven't been to see him yet. How's he gonna know what to get you this year?
I don't think that's something Santa can help me with.
Oh, that's not true. Anything's possible at Christmas time. You know what? I have a letter here in my pocket, all the way from the North Pole. And it says, "Dear Mrs. Claus, please make sure Tyler takes a picture with Santa. Sincerely, the Elf Department."
That's not from the Elf Department.
Oh, yes, it is. They took it very seriously when Nick made you an honorary elf. Now, you need to go see him ASAP. Come on.
Oh.
Santa, look who I found.
Hello. I'm so glad you changed your mind, Mrs. Claus.
Me too.
Nick's HR file. Don't let anyone know where you got it from.
My lips are sealed.
Aren't you gonna look at it? I'm dying to know his deal.
Maybe later. Olivia, are you all right? You're limping.
Oh, it's just this new dance routine I'm practicing. I was up all night and my feet refused to cooperate. I used to be able to dance the flamenco in my sleep.
Well, I'm sure it'll come back.
I hope so. Auditions are in January and my routine needs to be flawless. About that, I was wondering if I could pick up some Mrs. Claus shifts. New York is more expensive than I remember and I could really use the overtime.
I was hoping you would ask. But only as long as it doesn't conflict with your work or your flamenco.
I have a mission that requires Mrs. Claus' help. You free?
I might be.
Consider your meetings rescheduled.
I'm glad you decided to join me.
I can't refuse Santa on a mission. Though I have to say, I'm surprised you don't have your tree by now. You strike me as the type of guy that would be here the day the lot opens for the season.
I guess I'm old-fashioned. Growing up, we always waited until the week before Christmas to put up the tree. Made it seem more special.
Hey, what about this one?
Well, we can't just go with the first tree in sight.
Why not? It's big, it's got good height, it's...
Sure, if you like wrestling with needles when you decorate. Come on. You're serious? You've never picked out a real tree before?
No, we've always had artificial trees. Store discount and all.
Well, here's to your first real Christmas tree hunt. There's an art to find the right tree, you know? You gotta know what you're looking for, but what to look past.
Well, that's something I'm not good at, but I'm learning.
Soft, shiny needles. It's that classic Christmas green. You see this on every Christmas card. What I don't like about this tree is the branches are too close together. It makes it hard to hang the ornaments.
So it's a good tree, but not the one.
Now, here's a good tree, but it's too short. By the time you decorate, the branches are going to be scraping on the floor.
And we don't want that.
This is serious business, Ms. Rossman.
Yes, I'm starting to see how the wrong tree can really mess up one's Christmas.
I'm looking for something strong, something that'll last, won't bend too easily, but is soft enough to touch.
I want to find that, too.
That was a nice thing you did for Tyler today.
I just set him down for a photo. There was nothing to it.
No, you really helped him believe in Christmas. It's a shame the only present he really wants is sold out everywhere.
Leave it to Mrs. Claus.
Oh, look at you. Now who's getting into the spirit of Christmas? Oh, Nicole, come on. Let's keep looking. Wait a minute. How about this one? Not too tall, not too short. Perfect.
We can just fly away, you and me. Baby, let's spend this Christmas on the beach, yeah. We can let the
Ta-da! Behold a thing of beauty.
Oh, it's perfect just like this.
Oh, no. It needs ornaments.
Oh, wow. Where'd you get all of these?
Oh, here and there. Christmas is a big deal for my folks. These have been in the family for generations.
Funny, I've been trying to picture what your parents are like, and I can't seem to do it.
Well, they're good people, like me.
Well, naturally.
They take Christmas very seriously. They eat, breathe, and live it.
Did they come by Santaville?
Oh, they live a ways away.
Where?
Up north.
Like Alaska? Yeah.
Yeah, around there. Anyway, how's it that a woman like yourself has never decorated a tree? That's criminal. You're in the business of selling Christmas and all the trimmings.
You're always too busy to enjoy it.
You know you make a great Mrs. Claus, Meredith. You really do.
Is that the sound of you eating your words?
And if it is?
Then I don't mind admitting that I enjoy being Mrs. Claus.
Bye, Bill!
Tyler, take it easy. Oh.
It's fine. I'll just add it to the pile. Here. Yeah, can I use your restroom?
Go right ahead, and don't you worry. Cleaning's on the house.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Here's a little something to brighten your cash register.
Thank you.
And I need a favor.
Well, let me check if I've got more red thread.
Oh, no, something else. I got this for Tyler.
Well, he's right upstairs. I can call him and you can give it to him.
Well, that's the favor. I was hoping maybe you could hide it somewhere and then on Christmas Eve, stick it outside his door, but only after he goes to bed. And there's no harm in making him believe again, is there?
Our little secret.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, there's a surprise.
Christmas is all about surprises.
That Mrs. Claus suit has had an effect on Meredith.
I'm not so sure it's the suit.
Well, she held up her end of the bargain. I think it's time to do the same. And we promised her that we consider franchising. It's good for her career. So what do you think? I think besides retiring holds a certain appeal.
We could afford to travel a bit if we recoup our savings.
And Arizona is so nice at this time of year. Red Rocks, Sedona, you could practice yoga while I golf.
What if this is the wrong move?
It's a risk we have to take. But we need this deal with Daniel to work.
How come you're not talking to Olivia?
We had a falling out. That's what happens when two people don't agree.
There's lots of people you don't talk to, like Dad, Grandma, Olivia.
Well, I think it's better to be honest and let them know I'm unhappy than make fake conversation.
I guess.
Okay, come on. I don't want you to be late. I'll see you in Santaville.
Okay.
Hey, Rockland shoppers. Check out our homeware accessories on all floors situated by the information booth.
Jesse.
Hey, Christmas shopping?
Business, actually. I met with TJ's lawyer.
Was it good? Bad? You look worried.
TJ refuses to consider joint custody, Jesse. Now, he will agree to 2 weeks in the summer or when his schedule allows it.
That's ridiculous.
Well, he's citing an impossible work schedule. Claims you're trying to deprive him of his livelihood.
What if I take him to court?
Look, Jesse, even if you do win, court orders can be terribly hard to enforce.
No. No way. TJ has to take Tyler for Christmas. He's not being fair to his son or to me.
Merry Christmas.
Well, hello, little girl. How are you today? So nice to see you. Here we go.
Bet you'll be happy when Christmas is over.
I thought you were still in Denver.
I have some good news I wanted to share.
Tell me everything you want for Christmas.
Someplace less public.
Of course.
Do you have a favorite reindeer? Night, everyone.
Tyler?
Last time I saw him, he was playing with his toy trucks.
Okay, I'll check Sanibel again.
I'll help you look.
We don't want to franchise Rossman's. We want to buy it outright. No worrying about middlemen and franchisees. As you can see, the terms are very generous.
So what happened to the franchising?
Well, this gives you way more money without all the headaches of managing franchises.
Well, certainly fund a generous retirement.
Tyler?
What about Meredith?
The board approved my proposal to make her president of the retail group with a seat on the board of directors. You'll relocate to New York and work at the head office with me.
When would I start?
As soon as the holidays are over.
That's so soon.
Well, I want to hit the ground running. Look out, Bergdorf's.
Let's do this.
Tyler's missing.
How long has Tyler been missing?
Over 40 minutes. And he's really small, so he could be hiding anywhere.
How can I help?
Well, someone should stay here and cover home base. I'm gonna check around back.
Good idea. I'll come with you.
Tyler? Tyler?
Hey, Jesse. Hey, I got here as fast as I could.
How did you know that Tyler was missing?
I got a text from Nick. Okay, what happened?
Tyler must have overheard me talking about his dad and must have gotten the wrong impression that I don't want him.
You love him like crazy.
All I wanted to do was give him the perfect Christmas, and instead I drove him away.
We'll find him. Believe me, Tyler knows how much you love him. And he's lucky to have you as his mom.
I'm sorry I was so awful to you. I said some really horrible things.
It's water under the bridge. Us Mrs. Clauses stick together.
Thank you. Okay, I'll take bedding, you take tableware, okay?
Great.
Tyler?
Tyler? You ever gonna talk to me again?
You're selling the store, and to heck with everyone that relies on it for their livelihood.
It's not gonna affect them.
That's what you say today, but once the operation is out of your hands, anything can happen, like downsizing.
I'm running a business, not a charity. Not every day can be Christmas. That's not how life works.
No, that's not how your life works.
Please, tell me how my life works. Enlighten me. You've been an expert ever since the day we met.
Not an expert, but I've been paying attention. I can tell you a lot more than that sycophant you're so hard to do business with.
You don't know Daniel.
I know his type.
Well, if you're so smart, why aren't you doing more with your life than playing a store Santa?
I thought wearing that Mrs. Claus dress changed you. I was wrong. You and Daniel deserve each other.
Tyler? Where are you, honey? Any luck over there? Mom, what are you doing here?
Well, that's a nice way of saying hello after a year.
Please, no guilt trip. This is a really bad time.
That's what your friend Nick said.
Nick?
I assume you know him? This note came in the mail, along with a card from Tyler saying that you needed your family.
But how did Nick know I'd need help?
I have no idea. But I'm glad he reached out. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here and able to help you with this. Mothers need to be needed.
Yes, we do.
I was looking for you when I heard the PA announcement. It took me straight back to when you were a little girl. Whenever you were mad, you'd hide under the bed, too.
Tyler, honey, you have to come out. You can't stay under there forever.
I'm not talking to you.
Come here. Honey, I'm your mother. You have to talk to me.
No, I don't. This is what you do when you're mad at somebody like Dad, Olivia, or Grandma.
I was wrong. Silent treatment doesn't make things better. And I really want to make things better.
And why are you forcing me to spend Christmas with Dad? Are you trying to get rid of me?
No way. Not on your life. I just wanted you to have the perfect Christmas.
I always do, as long as I'm with you.
Good night, Lauren.
After tonight, everyone will be calling you Superman and not Santa.
I didn't save anyone, just help Jesse find Tyler.
You're doing something right around here. Meredith says you're the reason the sales are so high this season.
Trust me, no thanks are needed.
In any case, your Santa charms have brightened my season. My investors agreed to buy Rossman's.
I aim to spread joy.
Best part of the deal will be working closely with her every day. I hope you'll come back next Christmas. You're quite the asset.
Actually, my time here is done.
That's too bad. But I'm sure Meredith will understand.
I have no doubt.
Oh, hey, where's Nick going?
He said he was done. Time to go.
But that's not like him at all.
Guess the Santa thing was an act.
But leaving without saying goodbye.
Yeah, I know, lousy. The worst part is, they make you think they'll stay around.
Hey, what do you think your mom would like better? Golfing in Arizona or a Caribbean cruise, huh?
Mom's not much of a golfer.
Yeah, no, I knew that. Okay, all right, so forget golf. Well, as long as I'm with your mom, I'd be happy in a rowboat in a lake. If the one thing I've learned, it's that being with the one you love matters more than what you're doing. And that's the one piece of advice I have for when you get married.
Oh, that's never gonna happen.
No, your mom seems to think that Daniel wants more than a business relationship with you.
Oh, Nick thinks that Daniel and I are made for each other.
You care what Nick thinks? Huh? Mayor Bear?
It doesn't matter. You know, he's already written me off as some sort of Scrooge.
Scrooge, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's like the sweatsuit has gone to his head, and he thinks profits just magically fall from the sky.
Well, I've always thought that Santa was a pretty savvy businessman. Manufacturing, distributing toys to all parts of the world on one night, that takes some astute planning.
You make it sound like Nick is actually Santa.
Well, I don't know. Either way, if you truly value his opinion, why don't you prove him wrong?
How?
Being Mrs. Claus is in your blood. What'd she do?
We have a situation in Santaville.
Attention Rossman's shoppers, please validate parking for the back lot, so be sure to get your receipt stamped when you check out. Happy holidays.
What's going on?
They're staging a sit-in and refuse to move until they see the real Santa.
Nick, huh?
Yep. Apparently I'm an imposter.
You are an imposter.
Coloring books.
Great idea.
So, you're waiting for Santa.
Yeah, the real one. Nick. Vince is nice, but he's not the same.
Well, it's Christmas Eve, and Nick had to go to the North Pole to make sure all the toys are ready. Now, I'm sure Nick would want you to be friends with this Santa, Vincent Claus, Santa's older brother.
Ho, ho, ho.
I don't believe you.
Look, Vincent's just a little more low-key. You know, he's like the drummer in a band, and Nick is the front man.
It's okay.
Wonderful.
We'll wait until Nick comes back.
Yeah. Not wonderful.
Those kids are stubborn.
No kidding. I have to admit, I admire their dedication. What's this?
Oh, Rossman's potluck. Everyone brought in different cookies and things.
Think I'll make a plate for the office. What about you? Have one.
I can't. Auditions.
Come on, it's Christmas. One cookie won't hurt.
Did you slip this in the dress?
Slip what?
That's it.
Oh, look at that. What an adorable charm. Lucky you.
Dear Olivia, the best do-over in life involves forging into the unknown, not reliving the past. If you're on unsure footing, perhaps it wasn't your ankle that needed healing. Nick. Is it okay?
Yes, go. Make things better with Woody.
Thank you. You're different. Don't take this the wrong way, but whatever changed you, never let it go.
This shows how the new restructuring will take effect. The projection for the first year is fairly conservative, but after that, I predict a healthy growth.
Hold on, we're cutting 20 jobs?
Well, we have to pare down to the essentials before we can sell.
I don't know, Daniel. I have to think about this. I mean, I can't give pink slips to these people.
Well, this is business, Meredith.
I know.
These cuts will give your parents the retirement they deserve. Tell you what, you look over the numbers. I'll go grab us a couple of sandwiches and bring them back. Sound good?
Yeah, thanks. Nick was right.
I thought I'd find you here. I went by your office just as your boss was closing for the holidays, and he told me you were working, so I ran here as fast as I could.
You could have re-injured your ankle.
Then I injured it.
Like it's no big deal. You can't audition on crutches. New York's calling.
That's the thing. I don't want to move. Not backwards, at least.
I thought you had your things packed.
I almost did. But it didn't feel right. Not without you.
Don't stay because you're afraid to go after your dream.
I'm not. But dreams change. People change. I was so focused on our past life, I was blind to the things that actually fulfill me now. Like teaching.
Teaching?
If I hadn't helped those kids at the tree lighting, I never would have seen it.
I always thought you had a way with kids.
And this place would make a great dance studio. All it needs is a teacher with some vision and experience.
Maybe even Broadway experience.
If only we knew someone.
Wonder what's keeping her.
It's fine. I don't mind waiting.
It's Christmas Eve.
Oh, my flight doesn't leave for another hour. Besides, there are worse things I can think of than being stranded here for Christmas. Whatever Meredith is doing, I'm sure it's important.
Hey, boys.
You know, you have some very loyal fans. They have stage to sit in. Refuse to leave until you come back.
Oh, Vince is a good Santa. He'll take care of them.
Why didn't you tell me you're a retired CEO?
Would it have made a difference?
Yes, of course.
And they made the right call.
What's that supposed to mean?
We have different philosophies. Let's just leave it at that.
Try me.
I've arranged my life so that I answer to myself, not a group of faceless investors. You have something special in your life, and you don't even see it.
Sometimes people make choices that can't satisfy everyone. That's the way the world works.
Maybe. But deep down, are you making choices that satisfy you? I need to finish loading up. I got a long trip ahead of me.
This is the right move. I know Meredith is really excited about the opportunity, too.
We just want to make sure Meredith is taken care of. That's all that matters to us.
Well, maybe we should get started.
That might be a good idea after all. I have 3 sets of contracts. Each contract has 5 signature pages.
Okay. goes nothing.
Wait. Hold on. Have you signed already?
We were just about to.
Okay, good. Look, I'm sorry, Daniel, but I've changed my mind. Look, you were right all along. Rossman's really is a family, and it needs to stay in the family.
But it is staying in the family. You're running it.
Not the way I want to. Look, I refuse to cut those jobs.
Oh, wait. Who said anything about firing staff?
Rossman's needs to stay in our control if I'm going to run it.
Well, no, I'm confused. You're always so passionate about selling.
I had my doubts too, but you convinced us.
And Daniel is making you president of all the stores. I mean, that's everything you've ever wanted.
No, it's not. Look, I was doing this for you, for your retirement.
Meredith, this is huge. We're talking about taking the store national.
Look, I already have a huge opportunity. Running Rossman's the way my parents have for the last 40 years.
Meredith, what happened to you?
Look, the thing is, the people here, right, they're not just employees. They really are family.
20 is merely a number. We can revisit it.
Even if it's just one, it doesn't matter. They're family. I know their names. I know what they want in life. I grew up with them. I grew up in this store.
I don't understand. I thought we saw eye to eye.
I'm sorry, Daniel, but my heart's just not into it. And if I've learned anything these past few weeks, it's that I need to think with more than just my head. I'm not interested in building an empire. I'm interested in building a family.
After Christmas is over and all the decorations are put away, you'll change your mind.
No, I won't.
Well, I guess I'll see myself out. Merry Christmas.
I'm sorry I ruined your retirement.
Oh, you haven't ruined anything. You have no idea how happy this makes me.
Shall I do the honors?
Oh, no. Let me.
Okay, hi everybody. Good to see you all, and welcome to Rossman's 73rd staff Christmas party. Good to see you all. Yeah, it's great. Thank you very much for coming, and I think I'm just going to turn this over to Meredith.
Okay, well, I will keep it short because we all have some merrymaking to get to. First, I want to thank you for your hard work. We're a family, and that's why I'm proud to announce that even though my parents, Harold and Cheryl, will be retiring in the new year, Rossman's will definitely be staying in the family.
Oh, that's wonderful. Does everyone have a stocking? Yes. Well, before he left, Nick entrusted me with these stockings to give you. Now, I'm sure some of you have already taken a peek inside that stocking to find a cash Christmas bonus from Rossman's. But if you dig a little deeper, you'll find something else that Santa's left you.
What's this?
Wow. What does the note say?
It says, Jesse, once we abandon what a real family is supposed to look like and open our hearts to the people who care about us, that's when we make the circle complete. Nick. Mom?
I thought I was protecting you by forbidding you to see your father after he and I split up. I didn't want you to know the truth. He didn't want to stick around.
I understand why you did it, Mom.
I believe this is yours.
Mom, why didn't you tell me it was there before?
Even a former Mrs. Claus is allowed to have a secret or two. Nick asked me to wait.
Wow. Huh. It's lovely.
I think this is for you.
I'll spare you the pain.
Oh, Meredith, you can't blame us for being curious.
Yeah.
Mayor, your perfect Christmas doesn't come from a store or a business deal you seal. It comes from the memories you make with loved ones that carry you through the year. Nick. He's right about that. Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hey, you made it. I see you got your gift.
I sure did. And yours is waiting outside.
Rick, what are you doing here?
I came to see you.
Yep, the last time I saw you,
A couple of birdies told me what happened. I'm sorry I underestimated you.
I am too.
Fair enough. I should have expected that.
No, I meant I'm sorry too. I almost miss saying that everything I need I already have. It's right here.
Yeah. Me too.
Me too. And what's with the carriage?
Well, I can't tell you all my secrets.
Yeah, what about your plan to get on the road, head home?
Well, I got a few stops to make first. Come on. Hop in. Watch your step.
Where are the reindeer?
Oh, they're getting ready for the big ride.
Oh. Come on, Nick, don't you think it's time to drop the Santa act?
You sure it's an act?
No, wait. No, it's too absurd.
Come on, say it.
I started to think that you might actually be Santa Claus.
You know, we've never gone on an official date.
No, we haven't. Is this your way of asking me out on one?
Well, Meredith Rossman, how would you like to see the world tonight?
By seeing the world, you mean in a plane?
Well, there are other modes of transportation I can think of. Can you hold these for a second?
Sure.
I've been wanting to do this since the moment I laid eyes on you.
Ho, ho, ho!
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
They want you to do what? Sell trees.
The holidays drove her crazy.
I've spent years trying to get away from that farm. That sounds like an adventure.
But this Christmas,
Did you do a guy a favor, say yes to a coffee? She's free tomorrow afternoon.
she'll discover the joy of the season.
I meant to do that.
Sarah Lancaster, Eric Johnson,
This is the best Christmas ever.
a Hallmark Channel movie. Fur Crazy, coming up next on Hallmark Channel, the heart of